So friends, today we are going to see how to simulate a kinetic reaction or kinetic reactor in CHEMCAD. See, whenever we need to simulate a kinetic reactor, we need the rate expression for the given reaction, and either we should know the volume or the conversion. So given volume, we can find out the conversion of the reaction, and given conversion, we can find out the volume of the reactor. Now various simulators have various options in handling the situation. Like sometimes the simulators may not be able to compute the volume given conversion. In that case, we can iteratively solve the problem, simulate the problem by putting up different values of volume and see the conversion. The moment we achieve our desired conversion, we can find that this is our volume, or we can make a sensitivity analysis of different volume impacting the conversion. However, in CHEMCAD, we have got both the options. We can give volume and find the conversion, or give conversion and calculate the volume of the reactor. So this is the problem statement. We need to simulate a reactor where styrene is being produced from ethylbenzene by dehydrogenation reaction of ethylbenzene. This reaction takes place in the presence of water, and as per the information provided in the data statement, the reaction is occurring at 880 Kelvin and 1.38 roughly bar. Right. So the reactor is isothermal. So let us try and solve this problem. However, one thing which we have to keep in mind is that the rate expression given here is in partial pressure form because the reaction is taking place in a gaseous form. So let's try to do this in CHEMCAD. I've already added the required components. However, I think I forgot to add water. So let me add water into the system. Right, and we have taken the default thermodynamic package. I got queries from number of students about thermodynamic package. Now we can change the thermodynamic package from the default one within the setup only, and we can try if we can change the thermodynamic package here as well. Let us see. This is how you can do that. You can change it from here. Right. However, I am not going to change it, but if you want, you can change it from here. Fine. So it is all possible. This is K value. Likewise, you can have enthalpy models, that also you can change. In this case, I'll go with the default one. Right. I go to the reactors. I take a feed and a product and a kinetic reactor. Right. I connect the feed to the reactor. I connect reactor to the output, and I define the feed. So the feed would be, okay, it has to be in Kelvin and bar. So let us first change the engineering units. So I'll convert time into second because my rate is in form of second. Temperature is in Kelvin, so I'll go with Kelvin here. Pressure is in bar. Units here all I'll convert into meter because everything I want in meters, let's say. So these are the default units. I can even change it in the reaction setup, but I'm just changing it here. And yeah, I think this is it. And apply. Right. So now I can add the, sorry, I need to first define the feed. So I'll first define the feed. So this is inlet, let's say. Temperature of this is 880 Kelvin. Pressure 1.378 bar. The unit here of individual mole I'll write in gram mole per second, and let us see what are the values. Let us see the values. The values are 217.5 ethylbenzene and 2610 water. So 217.5 ethylbenzene and 2610 water. So our feed is defined. We can flash it. It is in vapor phase entirely, right? And then I go to the reactor. So this is the most important aspect of defining the reaction. Now in our case there is only one reaction, so we go with one. The pressure is 1.378. There is no pressure drop in the reaction. Reactor type, we can choose either of CSTR or PFR, but this being a gaseous phase, vapor phase, we'll select PFR. I'll select here vapor only, right? The reaction is taking place in isothermal mode and the temperature is 880 Kelvin. This is given in the problem statement. However, you can select any of them and accordingly you have to provide the input. Now, as I was talking about in the beginning of the video, either you can specify the volume and calculate the conversion, or you can specify the conversion and calculate the volume. In our problem statement, the conversion is specified. So we specify the conversion with respect to ethyl benzene. So we have to, define the key component as well. So this is the basic definition for the reactor. Now, if you want to specify some more things that is related to the units, we need to do this. Now here we have to be very careful. These are all default units, right? So we need to change it according to our data statement. Like concentration is in mole per volume. For our case it is partial pressure. So after concentration we go to partial pressure unit. Partial pressure unit for our case is kilopascal. I'll show you that again in the presentation. Activation energy is given in calorie. Molar flow is in gram moles. Volume in liters. I'll show you why liters. Mass flow in gram and time in second. These are all the units associated with the rate expression. These are not the units which we want in our flow sheet. So our flow sheet, the volume unit is meter only. However, in the rate expression, whatever units are given, you have to specify here. If you don't change this, if you go with the default units, the problem is that your process would be simulated, but you will not get the desired result. You will not get the correct results. Sometimes the conversion would not take place, or sometimes if the conversion takes place, it will be so much beyond what it could be, or for the given conversion you will get impractical answer for the volume. So all these things may happen if the units are not proper. So you have to be very careful about selection of the unit here. So I'll write OK, and I'll go to the, just a minute, I might have I just need to do that. I'll go back to that and define the required unit, but I just wanted to show you this. See, this is kilopascal, this is liter, this is mole, this is second, and this is in kilopascal. Activation energy is in calorie. So these units we have added there, correct? Okay, I'll again go back to this, right? I have defined this. I'll press OK, and now I have to define the values of frequency factor, activation energy. So what are my frequency factor and activation energy? Frequency factor is my 200.448. I don't need to add minus. Activation energy 21874. So 21874. Sorry. 21874. Stoichiometric coefficient, ethylbenzene, styrene, and hydrogen. We don't need to add water here because it is not taking part in the reaction. So this is -1, 1, and 1. Right. Composition time activity is what we have to add here, and we press OK. So I have set up my reactor, and I just need to run this, and let us see what has come. So 90% conversion requires 66 meter cube of the volume, right? So this is something which we have got. Now if you want to play with this, you can change the conversion and you can see the volume, or you can change the volume and see the conversion. And if you want to specify the length, say for example you specify one of the lengths, say for example 2 meter, the other length can be calculated, other dimension rather. So if I specify the length, right? So this is how you can simulate a kinetic reactor in CHEMCAD. The most important aspect here is adding the kinetic expression as well as adding the units, or selecting the proper units for the reactor. If you can do that properly, you'll get the answer. So if you are simulating a kinetic reactor and you are not getting proper answer, what you need to check for is the proper values of frequency factor, activation energy with their units, and proper definition of the reaction rate expression units. If you can do that, if you can manage that properly, which I think will come with experience, you will be able to simulate a kinetic reactor.